Hi, welcome to Midtown Comics TV. I'm Jose Ramos. Thanks for coming back. So we've had people come in asking, what's with this Green Hornet book? There's a lot of Green Hornet books coming out right now. There's Green Hornet by Kevin Smith, Green Hornet by Matt Wagner. We've got another Green Hornet book coming out soon. Well, just so you know, this guy is one of the originals. He is so old school, he makes old school look new school. He's before Batman. He's even before Superman. But don't get it confused with Green Arrow, Oliver Queen, Green Lantern. There's too many to count, so we're not going to get into it. So, check out our recommendations, and after we're done with that, see the real deal on Green Hornet. Blackest Night 8 out of 8. It's finally here, and man, is it a humdinger. We get a lot of answers, we see a lot of people come back, a lot of people not coming back, and a lot of setup for things to come. You've already been following this series for 7 issues. Just go get it and enjoy the nice fold out in the middle. It's beautiful. That's all.
Unknown Soldier, issue 18. This has been the new series from Vertigo. You might have read about it in the newspapers and in some magazines. It is very cool. It's been a whole new Unknown Soldier. This is not the guy from World War II. This is a guy who's over in Africa right now. In this issue, he's finally accepting his new role in life, even if that includes him being a little bit insane. And he's making a deal with the Ugandan army to try and get medicine to refugees. It's very cool. If you have been reading this is actually a fairly good jump-on issue. I mean, it explains a lot of who this guy is and what he's about. So definitely check this out, Unknown Soldier.
Justice League of America number 43. This issue starts off ticking right after the last issue and then jumps ahead, so it takes place right after Blackest Night, right after Cry for Justice, so it's taking place at the same time as everything else in the DC universe. We see a lot of neat interaction, a lot of interesting dialogue from James Robinson, and we get a nice sneak peek into the villains we've been seeing, sort of the evil versions of the New Gods, and a interesting, very interesting cliffhanger ending. Very good. I suggest it.
She-Hulk Sensational. This is a one-shot. This has a really, really fun story that kind of explores what's up with She-Hulk now. We haven't seen her for a while. There's been a different She-Hulk running around and a red She-Hulk running around. Where's the original? Where's Jennifer Walters, cousin of Bruce Banner the Hulk? This explores that in a really, really funny dream sequence. 3 stories. Introduction to Jennifer Walters and what's up with her now. A great, great clubbing story with her, Spider-Woman, and Miss Marvel just living it up. And a John Byrne story from the good old days.
Rasl number 7. We've been waiting for this for a long time. If you've been missing out on Jeff Smith's weird alternate reality time travel adventure, I suggest going back and picking up the trade and then picking up this issue. It only comes out every couple months, but it's phenomenal. Lots of crazy science stuff. If you dig Fringe, you're definitely going to dig this book. Go check it out.
Incorruptible 4. We're aware that this book takes place in the same universe as Irredeemable, Mark Waid's other great comic book right now. Here, we really see what that means. We get flashbacks of exactly how our guy Max has decided that he is going to become a hero, and just what it was like for a villain to see the Plutonian go nuts, as seen in Irredeemable. This also explores, the continuing saga of Max just trying to be a hero despite what everyone else thinks, despite all the stuff in his past. Good issue. If you haven't been following, this is also a good jump-in point. But definitely, go back, get the other 3 issues. They should still be out there. This is a great, great read. It's not like anything else that's out on the market right now. Pick it up. So who's this Green Hornet? Before Superman, before Batman, he is one of the original masked adventurers in literature. The Green Hornet was Britt Reed, publisher of the Daily Sentinel, and with his valet Kato, he pretended to be kind of a gangster. Kato was his valet/enforcer. Basically, the Green Hornet would aid gangs in a few schemes, seem to be helping them, and then, somehow the police got wind of it, and the Green Hornet would just barely escape while the other criminals all went to jail. The Green Hornet was created by Franz Stryker. Stryker first came into popularity when he created the Lone Ranger, a masked man named Reed who fought for justice in the Old West. Reed also had a nephew named Dan. Interestingly, when the Green Hornet was introduced, it was later said that his father was a guy named Dan Reed.
As the radio serial went on, we found out that Britt was actually the grandnephew of the Lone Ranger. Weirdly enough, even though they have the same creator, because the 2 characters were owned by separate companies, they weren't allowed to say outright that he was the Lone Ranger's grandnephew.
The Green Hornet got his name because of all hornets in the world. It's said that the Green Hornet is the most temperamental and will actually attack even when not provoked. The Green Hornet came off as a dangerous gangster, but he never actually killed anyone. He and Kato used darts, sometimes with anesthetic on them, and he also had a gas gun, and later an electric Hornet Sting weapon. Before there was a Batmobile, the Green Hornet rode around in the Black Beauty, a very, very cool car that was decked out with lots of tricks.
In the 1960s, a TV show was started. Brett was played by Van Williams, and Kato was played by the infamous Bruce Lee. This is what really gave Bruce Lee his start to his rocket to superstardom.
A few years back, Now Comics did a Green Hornet comic book series where they actually united the TV show and the radio show and merged it into a mythology that the Green Hornet was a legacy that went on from generation to generation. And they even introduced a new Green Hornet, Paul Reed. The Now Comics also gave Kato a first name, Ikano. Later, it was said that Ikano was succeeded by his son, Hayashi. A while back, Dynamite Comics got the rights to not only the Lone Ranger, but finally the Green Hornet. So for the first time, the Green Hornet and the Lone Ranger are owned by the same company.
Right now, there are two comic book series you can read about Green Hornet. One is written by Kevin Smith, exploring a new generation of Green Hornet, and Green Hornet Year One, where we're back in the 30s seeing the original Green Hornet and Matt Wagner inventing a new backstory for him. And coming soon is Green Hornet Strikes, which takes place in the future. No idea what's going to be in that, but I don't know. I'm looking forward to it myself.
And now you know about the Green Hornet, so really, look into him. Green Hornet Year One is really freaking cool. Buy it right now.